At its first General Council meeting since the Karur stampede that killed 41 people, the Tamil Nadu convened in Mamallapuram, also called Mahabalipuram, and they passed 12 resolutions. The key decision as follows. Most importantly, empowering party chief Joseph Vijay to determine political alliances for the 2026 Tamil Nadu Assembly elections. The meeting began with a tribute to those who lost their lives in Karur. The TVK accused the government of unimaginable security lapses and hinted at a conspiracy. Resharpening his attack on Chief Minister CM Stalin and the ruling DMK, Vijay said the 2026 election will be a direct contest only between the DMK and TVK and claimed TVK will secure a 100% victory. Referring to the Karur stampede, Vijay spoke of indescribable anguish and questioned the state's hastily constituted one-member inquiry panel, later suspended by the Supreme Court. Vijay added that even the Supreme Court had flagged concerns about the credibility of the investigation. Vijay accused the Chief Minister of making false accusations without evidence and alleged that lawyers representing the state struggled to justify the government's stand before the Supreme Court. Meanwhile, TVK election campaign manager General Secretary Aadhav Arjuna also hit out the DMK questioned police action in Karur, alleged mishandling of crowds and attacked the intelligence department for tracking trivial details about him. He said there was no larger welcome anywhere like in Karur, and alleged police tied ropes and dragged people before Vijay's bus arrived. He invoked Jayalalithaa and M.G.R, saying both suffered due to political conspiracies. For more, let me first go across to my colleague Thoya Jakshi, who has tracked the story and who is live with us from Chennai. Thoya, thank you so much for making the time. Thoya, you were there covering their General Council meeting, of course, the first of its kind after the Karur stampede. But you know what? A General Council meeting, except for the fact that I saw that, where Vijay made it very clear, or rather TVK, that he will be the chief ministerial candidate for the Tamiliga Vetri Karagam. Most of it, Thoya Jakshi, was only targeting the DMK. It was more like a political rally than a general council.
Well, yes, Sudha, the Tamiliga Vetri Karagam passed a 12 resolution beginning with the condolences for the 41 people who lost their lives in the Karur stampede, and proceeding to broadly criticize the DMK-led state government for failures in maintaining women's safety and law and order. And timely, resolve, and also a resolution was passed, issues of fishermen arrested by the Sri Lankan Navy and addressing irregularities in the special intensive revision SIR also. In this, out of 12 resolutions, a crucial resolution, which was passed, taking a decision to grant full authority to lead to the leader regarding the alliance position, and to name Vijay as the TVK's chief minister candidate for the 2026 assembly election. Following this, the TVK leader Vijay directly challenged the chief minister's politics, referring as an assembly speech and raising questions about the handling of the Karur incident and the Supreme Court's proceedings, which happened on the October 13, 2025, where the court sharply criticized the actions and statements of senior government and police officials, suggesting that they could raise public doubts and about a fair investigation, where he also spoke about the one-man commission, which was announced by the chief minister during the stampede, which the party leader also called a massive fabricated falsehood. The leader also concluded, with a strong political pledge, stating that the 2026 contest will be a direct and intensifying battle solely between the DMK and the TVK, with a confident prediction of 100% victory, Sudha.
So, by leader, you mean Joseph Vijay, right? I mean, I'm sorry, I lost you in between. That's what you mean? I lost your audio. Yeah, thank you very much, Thoya Jakshi, for joining us on this broadcast. Let's get a broad perspective, and what I said about earlier, that more than a general council, this seems like a public rally where Joseph Vijay and his team, Aadhav Arjuna and everyone, were training their guns against DMK. I don't understand. The only thing which came out of it, and let me ask the guest, S.S. Sriram, who's a senior political analyst. So Sriram, Vanakkam, hi, thank you for making the time. Sriram, the only thing which we all knew, but then maybe at a general council is the right time, where he says that he shall be the chief ministerial candidate. But apart from that, Sriram, it was DMK did this, DMK is unimaginable grief, their security lapse was there, why did they won the Aruna Jagadisan commission? I mean, this is not a general council. For me as a journalist, and same with you, I mean, you are someone who is also one, is that, don't you think that it is kind of amateurish, Sriram?
I mean, it's really been amateurish, and that's how it has been in the past. So his speeches as well, not very in depth, really understanding the situations or on the issues that what the state currently faces. It's pure amateurish, and that is what is no different from this. I mean, on one end, he seemed to be going full blaze on DMK, and I mean, he's slightly overconfident or spending because of seeing crowd. I mean, crowds do come. Pavan Kalyan's 5 times more crowd in Andhra Pradesh when the same thing happened against Jem, and it mustered about 5,000 of the. And similarly, I mean, today the kind of percentage that they're giving, he seems to be overestimating himself to say that TVK DA fight. As rightly pointed out, there's a long way to go, Mr. Vijay. Understand the depth of politics and how to play politics. Both lacking big time at the moment of Mr. Vijay.
Right. So basically, you're saying that it was amateurish in the beginning and it continues to be amateurish. But tell me, where is this confidence coming from? Fine, I can also say I'll be the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. But going by his recent past and, okay, fine, that accident happened. I'm putting that aside. But is there even a political strategy? Where are the booth level workers? What does he, just by dissing or, kind of criticizing DMK and AIDMK and BJP, no one can win elections unless you have something for the people of Tamil Nadu? Sriram, would you agree?
Absolutely. What are you bringing as alternate? What is your wish for the state? What are you planning? How are you going to implement it? As you rightly pointed out, what is your booth level committee? Who's your audience? What are you inspiring? All these just by his face and stardom, if he thinks he's going to win the chief minister's chair, I'm sure he'll learn it the hard way once the election is over. At the moment, just because he's out coming, they are not going to vote. That same thing happened when the Korean Vadivelu, did campaign for DMK in some of the previous elections. Huge crowd, but nothing happened. So crowd alone is an indicator for you to think that you are the master. So this is exactly what probably Vijay thinks, that he's a force to reckon with. Yes, I'm not denying the fact that there will be a odd percentage, but not to the extent claims that he can become the chief minister. I don't think that is a possibility.
On that note, thank you very much, Sriram, for joining us on this broadcast. Now let's listen into what T.K. Selangovan had to say about this episode.
We are not bothered about all those criticisms. As a government, when 41 people have died, it is a duty of the government to inquire into what had happened. Because we are responsible for the citizens of Tamil Nadu. Vijay may not be responsible. He may allow anybody to die. So he can come at his own pleasure to the meeting spot and make people die without water and food. But a government has to take care of its citizens. That is what we have done.